Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I am Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed and Armstead. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram at Everyday Black Men, and Facebook at the Everyday Black Men Facebook page. Now let's start the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Everyday Black Men Podcast. But Armstead couldn't be here.
I think he'll be here, but, in and out.
So, not all the way here, just kind of here.
I guess. You know how he does it.
Yeah, true. But we have special guest. Do you want to introduce a special guest?
That's right.
R. Reed? You don't want to do that?
Nah.
Okay. Well, our special guest is Lady O.
What's going on? What's up? Thank you for having me.
Hey, well, we really appreciate you coming through on the clutch. This was an episode we needed to get out before the end of the year, and you have come through and you have saved us.
All right.
Nah, we're going to have another
Jesus
one. We got to do one more end of the year podcast.
I mean, yeah, we got to do that, but I'm saying, like, we want to
still
get
got
this
to
one
talk
out,
about
too.
movies, Jumanji, Queen and Slim. I'm pretty sure you ain't seen Queen and Slim yet, right?
You are 100% right.
I ain't seen it yet, bro. I went to the movies. I ended up seeing. I was like, I'll see Jumanji. I want to laugh.
I mean, the difference is,
Oh, Jumanji is hilarious.
I know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a week before we review it.
Actually, I'm gonna see Jumanji this week.
Hey, go see it. That shit's hilarious. Jack Black and his black voice is hilarious. Oops. Did I give away the movie? I'm sorry, but that's the funniest thing. Him and Kevin Hart.
We already had this with Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, him and Kevin Hart play well off each other.
Yeah, you want to see a movie by them, right?
Yeah, those two would make a good movie. Okay. In my opinion.
I'm assuming then you have not seen the rest of Rick and Morty.
I've even started past the first episode.
Jesus, man, you have missed out on. This has been a pretty good season. I think where they ended is a little weird.
All right, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
But definitely, if you on that fire sticking,
yeah,
exactly,
fire sticking dick as we call it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Netflix and chill is over. It's no longer.
No subscription needed.
Thank you for putting me up on game. Now I know.
No subscription needed for the fire sticking dick.
There's none whatsoever.
No subscription needed.
Oh.
But
Disney Plus and fuck.
I mean, no, come on.
Maybe. Hey, we said it first.
Did we say it first, or did you say it first? Disney, if you're gonna get somebody, get him.
Yes.
That was Ari who said that.
Disney,
I'm not snitching unless y'all got money.
Plus this dick.
I know not to do any house calls from here on out. I'm just gonna
exactly. Leave this man by himself. The mouse is gonna be like, ho. Don't let him get you. But before we get into our main topic today, we got to talk about one other thing that came out. Billboard had a very interesting list, which leads us into our main topic. But one of the additions of...
Hold on, wait. Before we start this, I want to do a little thing. Okay, y'all, this will probably come out right before the Super Bowl happens in that fantasy league. By the way, with the Fantasy Outsiders, I just want to let them know that I came to your league and I wrecked it. Y'all are the outsiders. You met an insider, okay? And I'm in the Super Bowl. In case you guys didn't know, if I win, I get $500.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you win.
$500. And I'm going against T-Money. And this is all I wanted to say. I can keep this in. T-Money? How about no money? You versus me. There is no challenge. Lamar Jackson will go action all over your candy ass.
I mean, I just wish you could see his face right now.
Yeah, his face.
It's like a wrestling promo. I'm working on it.
He looks so very.
You
very
don't
pleased.
want none. Fantasy Outsiders, Everyday Black Men, the real. I destroyed them all. First time ever playing fantasy football, and I wrecked them. Just want to let you know. Because I was the real expert. I'm actually doing their podcast.
Sound like Dave Chappelle there.
Yeah. I'm doing their podcast tomorrow at 9.
Oh. Ooh.
You should come.
I will come.
You really coming?
I will come just to see.
Can you come for real?
Yeah, I can come for real.
Tomorrow 9 at his house, I think.
Tomorrow 9 and there, so I can gloat. Because I gave him a voicemail after you gave me that message of just pure coonery.
Man.
Just absolute coonery.
Wow.
Man,
Coonery.
I destroyed
Niggatry,
them, all of them. They were just I remember the draft. They were like, "Why are you drafting him?" I was like, "I know what I'm doing. I got a plan."
Yeah,
I played stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I won. That was the end of our sports bit. Check them out. You don't need to. If you need any fantasy advice, just come to the Fantasy Insider. That's me. They're the Fantasy Outsiders, a.k.a. They also do a show called The Real, or a podcast, whatever you want to call it.
Made with real.
Okay, whatever. Tia and Tamara already had a show named Real, right? Whatever. One of them, yeah, whatever. I don't listen to it sometimes. Maybe it's a little cast. I mean, what are you like?
You sound like that guy was trying to downplay his brother.
What?
When his brother made it to like medical school, he's like, yeah, he's gonna be a doctor and everything. But you mean I sell condos? Like I'm doing pretty well for myself, all right. And I didn't have to do all that schooling. He gonna be in school. I'll be selling condos. It'll be what it'll be.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Oh, here he goes.
Morning.
He is definitely trying to go with it.
He's in full character.
All right.
Fighter like
Billboard did the top 100,
Oh,
and we only got 100 things to say about these 100 albums across every genre. But we're black, so it's gonna be mostly rap, R&B, a little bit of rock here and there, and a little bit of pop. I mean, I don't think people do that much rock. I think I put Paramore on my list. That was about it as far as like rock. And I'm just gonna give 10 that I like. I'm not gonna go in order. I know you went in order, but that killed me.
what?
It
What? Going to
stalled
order
the
kills you?
process. The order killed me.
But the difference is that we start off at the bottom. Like you start off with.
No, Paramore was at my bottom.
All right, so Paramore is your number 10.
Yeah, because I like that album. All
right, so tell
Big
me
Boy,
about-
that's a group that Big Boy introduced. You don't remember?
I did not know that Big Boy introduced
Open
him.
shopping list. Yeah. If I remember right. Okay. So Forest Hills Drive, that was on there. Adele 21, 25 are together, but 21 is a superior album to 25. I put Kendrick Lamar's Damn on there. Chance Acid Rap, Solange A Seat at the Table. Rihanna Auntie, that's how you pronounce it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not in no particular order. Frank Ocean Orange, I had to put that on there.
That is very kind of you.
I like that album.
I mean, that's still very kind of you.
Why? Is it because he's a homosexual?
No, I don't care whose
He
penis
took it
or
there.
butt he's giving up or what. I don't care about that. I care about the music. I mean,
Yeah, musically, because people they had Blonde on the top 100, and Blonde was trash.
Blonde
Compared to
had moments. Like Nights is a really great song. At the same time, the rest of the album's kind of missable.
Invisible. Wow.
Yeah,
Invisible would be a better word. I said missable, as in don't see anything at all. You
I
said
think I
invisible.
said 9 so far. Though that's 10. I mean, album we reviewed on here was Ariana Grande. Thank You Next. That's on my list as well. Big ups to Lemonade. That was on the list as well. But
That's on my list.
I think Lemonade is made for women, and I think the rest of these albums made for everybody. And I also want to give a shot at The Throne, of course, with Jay-Z and Kanye. That was an album. It was so forgettable, but not and Dirty Sprite 2. And I'm not even a Future fan, but Dirty Sprite 2 is something that should be on
Dirty
everybody's
Sprite
list.
2 is a great album, and it's definitely on my honorable mentions.
Yeah, that was my 2 honorable mentions. That's 10 right there. So, yeah, if you get a chance, put that on your list. Matter of fact, I'll create a list. Hold on, I'm going to make double check. I'll create a list on my Apple Music of everybody's top 10.
Okay.
That'll be cool, right?
That'll be cool.
And we'll share the playlist out. And also, we got a future thing where we're going to do some live. I want to introduce it to y'all. We'll do a live one every now and then. Or we could talk to people live, and I wish we can record it and talk. We'll see. We'll get done.
Yeah, we'll get to that point.
I'll show it to you later. But go ahead.
Lady O, I wanted to go with you next, only because mine is going to be a little bit
Probably longer.
more lengthy as I break
Absolutely.
everything down.
Okay, well, I guess in no particular order as well. I can relate on the Future, Dirty Sprite. I had to throw that in there.
Okay.
Absolutely. I just want to name the ones that we kind of had in common already. Lemonade, loved Lemonade.
Oh, you love
You know,
Lemonade?
I love Lemonade.
What was your favorite track?
I mean, from the beginning. I mean, I was going through something at that time. So,
Okay, so this
you
was
love me
the-
like I love you.
So-
Slow
oh,
down.
okay.
Okay, we're not
Okay,
gonna
so
do that right now.
I got you.
Okay, now to get to my ratchets. Now, okay, I had to put Cardi B on there. Invasion
Cardi
of Privacy.
B, okay.
Knocked it down 9 times, but I get up 10.
All
Okay,
right,
let's
all
go.
right.
Tina Snow, Scorpion Drake. Oh my goodness, I wore that out.
Ooh, I mean, a lot of people wore it out.
I did.
Last year,
I wore it
people
out.
were just playing that side A, side B, side
Yeah.
A, side B. And it's like,
Exactly.
pick a side, y'all.
And we had in common 21 Adele, so that one definitely made it to my list.
Okay.
Damn Kendrick. Kendrick made it twice. To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
that-
All right. Okay.
That, all right, and I put Shea Butter on there.
You put Ari Lennox,
Ari
Shea
Lennox.
Butter.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, love that album. So that sounds like pretty much my top 10 to sum it up.
Okay. Hey, that is a good top 10 list.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go a little bit more traditional because I listened to a
Okay.
couple of things. But at first, I want to give you kind of like a recap. So
Okay.
we essentially, and Ari, of course, knows this. we had Spotify had the whole album of the decade, artists of the decade, all that kind of stuff. But they also showed you like what you're listening to.
Right.
So like a couple things that we were listening to, I shared on our Instagram page for Everyday Black Men, and people are like, "Oh yeah, thanks." That's one reason why he was talking about the Made with Real as well as Fantasy Outsiders, because they were two of our most listened to podcasts from our actual account.
Right.
But also we had shout out to Wine Night Podcast. They were on there as well.
Okay.
And of course, I could be wrong, but I doubt it podcast. They were pretty good.
Okay.
But
Shout out.
and listening to them and also listening to another podcast who I will insert right here. Riker here. And the name of the podcast is In the Lounge. I'll mess it up at least one more time here, but just wanted to give a correction here beforehand. They were they were really big on saying, hey, like you need to do it in a specific format. And it's like, okay, all right, I got y'all. Actually, you know what? I can just go ahead and say their name. It's the Lounge Podcast.
Okay, Lounge Pro. Okay.
Yeah, we follow them on
learning
Twitter.
process.
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. If y'all listen to the episode, no shade, no disrespect. I have a bad memory, and on top of that, I'm trying to do 16 things always at one time. But y'all been killing it. It's been very entertaining. I don't know how y'all found us, but we glad that you did.
Absolutely.
But the way that they went through it is they kind of went round with each person giving like their top 10 and going back through that. So I'm gonna follow a similar format.
Okay.
So coming in at number 10 for me would be Charles Bradley's Changes. Now, I know it's a funk album and soul, so that for some people, you know, kind of disqualifies it. You may, if you listen to the Big Mouth TV show on Netflix, that song Changes, that's actually Charles Bradley's song that was featured in there. Now, unfortunately...
Wait, sing a little bit of that.
I'm going through changes.
You never
Okay,
watched-
I just wanted to hear his
You ever
voice.
watch
No,
Big
I just
Mouth?
wanted to hear.
You should watch Big Mouth. It's funny.
Okay, I'll work on
It's
it.
like, don't watch it around your kid, but it's funny. It's about hormones and how you handle them, but it's a really interesting show. I didn't like the second season as much as I like the first season.
The third season I thought has been pretty good.
Oh, so third season out?
Yeah, third season's out.
Okay, then I need to watch
Yeah,
it.
check out the third season because they do like the whole like thing you were talking about where like they have like this radical feminist episode, but then the boys begin kind of falling into this Me Too movement, and it's just like I can't say shit. I can't say yes, you're cute. I can't say that I like your boobs. I can't say nothing.
I always figure a lot of this shit that goes on in like the public sphere is like white people shit because I don't think black people are experiencing the Me Too movement.
I mean, R. Kelly would love to disagree with you.
R. Kelly is being attacked by the white people. Because we already knew about R. Kelly, and we didn't do nothing about
There's
it.
a pretty.
Well, we didn't do anything about him because a lot of people chose R. They're like, that's not my kids. I don't let my kids hang around R. Kelly.
I wouldn't let my kid hang around R. Kelly either.
There's a lot of R. Kellys in the local area. I mean,
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people,
So, yeah.
you know, little Ray down the block.
Right.
You don't let
Stop
him.
calling out Ray Johnson.
Damn, you're just going to throw them man's
In
whole name
Ellenwood.
out. You going to throw out where you live too?
Georgia.
That's how we do it?
my thing
That's
is,
how you
it just,
feel?
it just took them like so long. I mean, they knew about this, so why did they come at R.
Oh,
Kelly?
because
for it?
black
Like,
people didn't care until white people care. And
Right.
that's why I don't
Black
care.
people, we care, but
We cared enough
we
to
didn't
keep-
have the
It was-
ability to just throw niggas in jail.
Because we always see, we don't talk about it. We always see that gray area. Like, you wanted to be a singer too, and you did this, and your parents knew about it.
and
It's
sung
kind of
about
like,
it, right?
I mean, you're right. You should not let your child hang out with
Yeah.
a singer of any kind. Like,
Correct.
only one that you could have said hang out with is Michael Jackson, but then he's going to show you kid porn. You can have a really weird conversation with your kid about,
hey guys.
yeah, exactly, about why, what is this, mom and dad? Michael Jackson showed me it.
I think he's just weird. I never
Exactly.
thought he was a child predator, and I didn't like how
Well,
they
when
came
they
at Michael.
search the difference is whenever you're seeing child predators, so R. Kelly included, they always get busted with child pornography. They didn't
Right.
find not one image in Michael Jackson stuff. And it's not that Michael Jackson was that secret of a person. He just
My dad said
he was
something to me.
Arrested Development.
My
literally.
dad said something to me. He said, "I don't think Michael Jackson ever had sex," and I can kind of. He's just so.
I mean, I think he masturbated in a white woman
Yeah, that's
place.
what-
Never.
you think-
Like, that's
Look at
deep.
him, and you just go watch videos of him.
I can't
the
imagine
videos.
having sex with them. So,
Well, of
yeah.
course, everybody. I can imagine having sex with him.
You're
He was-
dope.
He was rich.
But no, it is an attack on the black men. If you think about Bill Cosby, I mean, it really
Bill
is an
Cosby
attack.
put himself in a bad position.
Well, Bill Cosby put himself in a bad position when he denigrated black folks, and then
Right.
he tried to integrate himself with white folks, and then
And then he wanted to buy NBC, and they're
allegedly,
like,
Right.
And
Not
then
allegedly. We know he was trying to buy it, and we know that they're like, "What can we get this nigga on?" They're like,
Right.
Ray, he does what now? I'll pay you $100,000 for a
imagine
nice
if
story."
he on NBC at this moment.
Whoa.
Do y'all understand that
The power.
HBO is actually launching a streaming service, which I'm gonna get.
I mean, it makes sense.
And they paid.
Give me your password when you
Well,
No,
they're gonna
NBC,
be. It's gonna
no.
be. Is it gonna be HBO or is it Warner?
No, NBC's doing their own streaming service called Peacock, and they bought back
Peacock.
the rights of The Office for like $500 million.
Well, it makes sense.
That's crazy.
It makes sense though.
And then NBC was the people who originally like put on Seinfeld, and Netflix paid them like $300 million for that.
Yep.
And then South Park somehow tied to them, and HBO bought that for another like $700 million. The numbers are not probably correct. He can correct those later.
Riker here with the second of 3 corrections. Our read is right, and I'll add in the numbers. So Friends cost about $85 million per the 5-year contract, which is about $425 million, while Seinfeld will cost Netflix around $500 million, according to the report by Vanity Fair. But we'll hear more about it as the numbers crunch in, and hopefully everybody makes their money back.
But either way it goes, imagine if he was the owner of NBC at this moment. Then he would be a multi-billionaire.
He would be.
These streaming wars, we're going to have to get on that in 2020.
Yeah, 2020, we're going to have to go hard on the paint on them.
Because y'all need to do that thing where y'all just have one, maybe two, and then we'll just choose from there. Let them pay you money. Because I don't like all these different companies. Although HBO Max is looking like it's going to be the best one.
Man, HBO Max is going to be great, but at the same time, we're running into the same problem. Like, we were trying to get away from paying $90 a month, and we going right back to paying $90 a month.
And not to mention that these companies are trying to do internet caps. So if I'm streaming everything, like I go over that terabyte every month, unless you just get business class internet, which you can avoid.
Even if you do get business class internet, the thing that they always do for that is, you get your signal to your house, your cable, because more than likely you're not doing anything else. But your cable is the same thing that powers your internet. So let's say you do buy all the channels from them. Now they're like, oh, well, see, in theory you have 100 megabytes, but in reality you got like 45 because, you need like 50 of that for your
cable
TV.
is different. It's the same lines, but they're not counting that data.
Well, no, they're not counting the data, but I'm saying they're lowering your overall speed.
Correct. Well,
and that's a problem because it's like if you say it's 100 megabytes, this should be 100 without taking into account what my TV's using.
Oh, by the way,
definitely
fuck
catch
Google
22.
for that.
Yeah.
Google, because you were supposed to, man. We need you
Google,
all.
you were
over
supposed to be the
Atlanta.
one that changed it all. You were the chosen one.
You failed us, Anakin. That was a Star Wars movie.
The voices. I love it.
Star Wars reference. I can't believe you just nerded out with the Star Wars reference.
I mean, it's
Revenge
a
of
good-
the Sith, ladies and gentlemen.
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
Baby
One of
murder.
the best
Baby
Star Wars movies ever.
Well, you got one off your list.
So
Damn, that was one.
Number 9 would be Lecrae Anomaly. This is the first
What happened to
Christian
Lecrae?
rapper to actually make an album that wasn't just, hey, my name is Jesus Christ and I'm the best one you should follow. Like, it was like an album that was for regular people. Now, maybe it had to do with the fact that this man sold drugs before. Maybe it had to do with the fact that he's a young black man. But when this man came out and I listened to that first track, Outsiders, sir, I felt something in my spirit.
Wow.
I
Okay.
want to be an outsider. I
Wow.
want to be like that. I want to know Christ and do right.
Hallelujah.
I didn't listen to the album. I'll try it out.
You gotta give it to him. Lecrae was
Side
doing
note.
it
I gotta
before
listen.
NF, but
So-
continue.
First Christian group I ever listened to was this group from New Orleans. I was in high school. They came to the school. I can't remember. And they were called FTF, Fear and Temptation Fighters. And I remember they had this song, and it stuck to me this day. Hell be burning, you can see up in the fire. Like, it was interesting. Like, Fear
But
and
at the
Temptation
same
Fighters was
time,
up.
it sticks to your
FTF,
head.
yeah, Hell be burning. It was like that New Orleans thing. So, they had that twang New Orleans guy. Hell be burning. Like, it was around the time when
NTF, you said?
FTF, Fear and
FTF.
Temptation Fighters. I think that was their
Okay, I'm
name.
gonna see if I can
I'm
find
gonna see if
it.
I can find them too. Fear and Temptation Fighters. Check out my Apple Music.
Okay, all right, definitely. Next up would be Saba, my album from last year. Saba, Care For Me. I think it still holds up to this day, and it actually catapulted itself to number 8 on my list. It's an album. This guy Sabi is a hip hop dude. He got into the industry, broke out with like his first album, something photosynthesis. I can't remember the exact name of it, but in between that album and him recording the next one, his cousin ends up getting killed because Chicago be Chicago. And so to get through that, he makes an album kind of talking about Walter and kind of like how Walter helped him get to where he is and how
Your list
Walter
is not mainstream
also
whatsoever.
my list isn't what?
Mainstream.
No, well, you'll see. There'll be a little bit coming. But well, that album, Care For Me, if you ever get a chance to listen to it by Saba, it's really good. It's done extremely well, and I think that it's an album that deserves to be heard by more people. Wish I could get the vinyl, but them shits is like $150 because price gougers be price gouging.
Oh, last year was the first year vinyl household CDs. That's how you know the world is changing.
Yeah, because more people are getting back into it, man. Getting back into it. But next up, album that I wish I could get on vinyl, but I wouldn't because I can't get the deluxe version. Tyler, the Creator, Goblin for number 7. Yes, he made an album where he said things like random disclaimer. He wasn't telling everybody to go burn things and kill people and don't come look at him if he does it. And then he immediately goes, fuck, kill people, burn shit, fuck school.
Wow.
Like, the same song that he has a random disclaimer is the same song where he's like burning thing. He raps about raping pregnant bitches. It's just the most Tyler the Creator album of all Tyler. And then he kind of like turned over a leaf with Wolf and started going more introspective because he was doing all of this to generate controversy. And that it did. He also had the track Yonkers where he actually ate a live cockroach in the music video.
What number you at?
Wow.
This is number 7.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Tyler the Creator's Goblin. It's a lot of controversy. It's a lot of stuff. It's like the first one where we got to hear Frank Ocean actually rap on She. He had Boppin' Bitches, which I'm not going to give the whole title. It was an album that was very much that I'm 19 years old and I say whatever comes through off the top of my head, even though most of the things I'm saying are terrible. And I'm going to look back at this 10 years from now being, what was I thinking? Which is where Igor ties into this. But next, on a much more humble note, we have The Weeknd, Trilogy.
Oh man, House of Balloons. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Well, Trilogy starts with House of Balloons. That's the first disc. And then the second disc would be Thursday, and then the next one would be Echoes of Silence. But this was the album that, again, for you, you know how Lemonade, you were in a particular place, a particular time.
That's
the Weeknd Trilogy, that House of Balloons came in right when I was in the middle of a relationship that I was thinking about being in, maybe not being in.
2011, 2012, somewhere in there?
Yeah, somewhere in there. So it was just like, it was the right album at the right time. And then he released the next one, and then he released the next one. Just like, damn.
And gave it to you back to back.
Exactly. Yeah. Back to back now. But that brings us to the next album, which would be Adele 21.
Okay.
Was that the one with Hello on it?
No, that's 25.
It was Rolling in the Deep.
Rolling in the Deep, followed by
There's a fire, something other.
What?
I don't really know them, but I'm kidding. Yes, I do.
Yes. 21 made it on mine.
21 was just, it was that album. It was literally.
I don't understand. Like, I remember there was this comparison going on when she won like Album of the Year. That was for 25, right?
No, I think it was for 21. That's the one
21,
people were mad about.
With her and Beyonce?
Yeah, because I think 21 came out at the same time as
Beyonce.
the Beyonce album.
Yeah.
And people were so mad about that. And even Adele's like, I don't know how to. Riker here with the final correction. We were completely wrong here. So Beyonce's Lemonade and Adele's 25 went up head to head in Grammy 2017. This culminated in Adele winning both Album of the Year as well as Song of the Year, which she felt that she didn't deserve. She gave an emotional speech, and this reignited the Grammys Ain't For Us movement that had kind of been festering after the Mac Miller thing, and even before then in the 90s when they decided that rap albums couldn't be Album of the Year. We hope that the Grammys get their shit together because this has been an ongoing fight. Like, just, you need to have a more diverse cast because obviously the people there ain't listening to shit. And they ain't about shit. But for me, man, rumor has it being that second track, like she was just like back to back with the hits. And then when she ended it with Somebody Like You, just my nigga album. She knew how to do it.
That was the last song on
I think
there.
they're very two different artists. One is more poppy, and I just will always pick the person with more depth. And I think Beyonce has depth, but not the same kind of depth as Adele.
I mean, I think you can make that argument. I mean,
like the most like recent song. You remember that song? This is what I call about depth. Like that song, My Daddy. What was Daddy?
Daddy's came into this world.
Yeah. That song, that to me, that was a good song. That was like the same kind of realm as Rolling as the Deep versus what's that other song Beyonce had when she was just trying to my hands up, like
that was on the
She's so
Beyonce
versatile,
album.
though.
But that's part of who she is.
Adele wouldn't make that song. That's what I'm saying.
No.
So poppy.
No,
I don't
very
like
poppy.
I like depth, and that's what depth is. Like that song right there had the depth. The other song, I was just like,
Beyonce takes it all over. She's Beyonce.
People love her and idolize her, but I think it's crazy that people act like you can't question what she does.
Well,
She's they call her like the modern Diana Ross or what?
Yeah, she basically
Beyonce
is
doesn't give everything out there like that.
but
so it's pretty
Diana Ross
hard.
music compared to her music.
I mean, look, Diana Ross had more depth. I'll give you that.
That's-
Probably a better comparison would be Janet Jackson. Still more depth in Janet's corner, but more of the poppiness between the
Janet
two.
still had
Right.
that poppiness strain to her, and I give her that because to me, I always say she's the greatest of. She's the most average and best of all things combined.
I love her.
I mean,
she's a good dancer, but
she was
Sierra's
the-
a better dancer.
She was. Sierra is a better dancer.
Okay, I'm
but you
saying-
ain't going to no Sierra shows.
Right.
I'm gonna keep going. Like entertainer, she's a great entertainer, but like, modern day, I don't think nobody's fucking with her entertainment. Right
Yeah,
now. So still
not
say she's
anymore.
the greatest entertainer.
Bruno
right
Mars
now.
had it for a while, but then once he stopped releasing
Now
albums back to
singer,
back,
there's a lot of people I can say sing better than her in my
well,
opinion.
that's true.
Then who?
Including Patti
Beyonce.
LaBelle, who's still here.
Hell, I thought Lil Mo sang better than her. Because Lil Mo got pipes on her.
Lil Mo does have
Yeah.
pipes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll fight you over Beyonce, so I'm really just gonna stay out of that.
No,
one.
I think she. No, don't get me wrong. Beyonce shit.
He's not saying that she's like that one
voice,
person in the church.
Christina Aguilera, like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them voices is Adele.
Powerful.
To me, I think she has a better voice, but I don't think they're the same.
The thing
I
about
don't think they're comparable.
Okay.
Adele has that ballroom quality.
Yes.
to her
Power
voice.
in her voice.
Yeah. There's a power. Like
Beyonce can do it too, though.
no,
I just-
Beyonce can, but the note level isn't as high.
Hey man, she's an excellent singer.
She's an excellent singer, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying Adele can hit them notes.
Right. You gotta
I
say it
agree.
twice. No
'Cause-
notes.
Notes.
Because her sister can't do shit.
Oh, poor thing.
But her content is.
Her content though,
Yeah.
she's like, look,
Great.
when she came out with that EP for Losing You, that's when I knew I was like, okay, Solange is gonna go in that very
her early
different
career was trying to be like Beyonce.
Exactly, that's
Then
the
she
problem.
found
Her
lane.
first two albums were kind of like trying to be Beyonce. Then she released that 5-track EP with "Losing You," and that's when it was like, no, do your own thing, get your own lane, make vibe music, and tell your story, but don't try to be the poppy one. Like you already got that.
What's your next album?
Next album, number 4. It was hard. I wanted this to be number 3, but another album beat it out, and that would be J. Cole, K.O.D. I know.
How did you
yeah.
not put Forest Hills Drive over there?
I can't believe I didn't put that on there.
Why didn't I put Forest Hill Drives? Because originally you're only supposed to have one from each artist,
Yeah.
and 2, I think KOD has more substance today. Is Forest Hill Drive a
Especially today.
Yeah, especially today with
R.I.P.
kids dying
Juice.
over drugs.
R.I.P. Juice.
R.I.P. Juice World. But Forest Hill Drives definitely has some substance to it. Like I mean, like he definitely like don't save her.
They don't want to be saved.
They
That
don't
was
wanna
on
be
Forest
saved.
Hills Drive, wasn't it? Forest Hills
No,
Drive.
no
role models, yeah.
no role models. But I mean,
K.O.D. We hard as shit.
exactly from the
Yeah.
start
like that
to
album.
photograph talking about Instagram addiction to the
I
cutoff.
just think that it
towards-
didn't follow Forest Hills Drive as well as I thought it would. Put it like that.
That's a good
Like,
point.
separately, if one came before the other, I think that's what it was. I need to listen to it again. I still listen to Forest Hills Drive to this day, but KOD was, yeah.
I mean, again, you have to be in a different because this is like each track is on like a different addiction. Like ATM are
Count it up. Count it up.
exactly
Count it up.
like we are obsessed with money. Sorry, motivate.
Wait, I can't remember it.
I can't remember exactly what the more here is. Kevin's Heart cheating. Brackets. Basically, how everybody tries to compare everything to
I
everything.
listened to it the first couple of weeks and it just didn't catch me like that.
Once an addict, talking about his mother, how she killed it for him with her alcoholic addiction. Then you had Friends talking about how these niggas really ain't your friends. And then Window Pane about the child he could not save. And then, of course, ending it with The Fall Off, which is just his, hey, Lil Pump, you about to fall completely off, dog. You might want to tour more.
He fell off.
And did he tour more? Nope. Did he fall off? Yep. But number 3 is the album that I know you don't like, but it's the album. It's the mood. Number 3, Beyonce Lemonade.
Yeah, you know.
It's the album that just from beginning to end just has all of a woman's rage in it. All of the different things that women feel.
Thank you.
Starting off with that, pray you catch me. Pray you catch me.
Yes.
Hold up. Followed by don't hurt yourself. Not me. But don't hurt yourself.
Yes.
Then sorry, not really.
Wow.
6 inch.
Nobody had Beyonce and Jay-Z's album on there.
The Carters?
Oh, you did? The Carters?
Nah.
Oh no, not Beyonce. Okay. and-
Nah.
No, their
The
album
Carters.
together.
No, yeah, the Carters, no.
That album
But that album,
I thought it was trash when it came out.
Well, I don't think that's trash. It's just not. It's not album of the decade material. It's like an album of 2008. Teen.
You know what? I gave you some false information. Daddy's Lessons is my favorite off of Lemonade.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I killed
That's
that.
my
Didn't I
favorite
used to
song
sing
on
that too much? Yes, that was one of my favorites.
I think based on my fiance, Formation would be our
Yes, yeah.
But
it's just a great
I
album.
don't like. I never pick a song that was on the radio.
hey, no. That, again, you get to have. You get to
song
have what you would like to have, sir. But coming in at number 2, it's an album that follows the same kind of structure. Kendrick Lamar, Damn.
Yes.
I mean, starting off with Blood.
That's a
I
great
got. I mean, that is.
Because he's been out for a while. Because Mad City, like no one, like it was like a black thing, and Damn became an everybody thing.
Exactly.
Was that the one
And I
he
was
lost
wrong.
to Mac Miller, or that
DNA?
was the other one, Mad Kansas City, whatever?
No, that would be the other one. That's a Pepper Butterfly.
Okay,
He lost
Pepper
to
Butterfly.
Yeah.
And Mac Miller's album.
Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Yeah,
By the way.
Macklemore.
Oh, Swimming, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, check it out.
Oh yeah,
Macklemore.
that's on my list for what I was gonna do between. But you're right.
Okay.
But yeah, you play the album one way.
Ariana
The album is
Grande,
about
you
a story of
bitch for killing
redemption.
him.
You play it backwards, and it's about a man falling until his own death. Like it's a versatile album. That loyalty. I mean, lust, humble. Like it's
Humble,
just
yeah.
pound after pound, good song after good song. I feel like people really didn't give that loyalty song enough credit.
Yeah.
As much as they did the whole
was that
Zakari one, because the Zakari one was like, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up,
Hey.
Armstead?
Told you he'll be in and out.
Yeah, you said he was gonna be in and out, but he ain't really in. He's just in the same area.
You on your knees, bro?
I mean, I feel like that's a shot at you.
Nah, knee pads.
Oh yeah. You working.
Upstairs to the right. All right, go to your next album.
Special honorable mentions. That would start off with A Seat at the Table by Solange.
You didn't do 2-1? Oh, you gonna do the honorable mentions before?
Honorable mentions before.
Okay.
Then I have Dirty Sprite by Future, Dirty Sprite 2 that is.
And I really hate, because I don't even like that dude that much, man. But that album.
But the album plays well.
I just
The album
fuck your
still holds
bitch.
up today.
It's a Gucci flip flop.
Like it's just the song when you brush your teeth, what about your Glock, like that, it's just
Gotta
it fits.
keep a Glock, nigga.
Exactly.
For the real nigga.
God blessing all the trap niggas. Next would be Swimming with Mac Miller. I really wanted to put it on there. I actually had that album on vinyl.
Would it be lame to mention Juice WRLD's album?
No, that's actually the album I requested this year for Christmas.
Which one? Good Riddance? Which one? Good Riddance? Or,
Not the second one.
Or
Death Race for Love.
Death Race for Love.
Death Race for Love is pound for pound a good follow up.
Yeah, because Maze is one of my favorite songs by him.
Stuck in a maze.
Everything's okay, but it's not really okay. My life's a death race.
Losing my.
I love that shit, man. I was like, this is the guy. When I was a rapper, I thought nobody would listen to shit like that. And I was like, I'll make songs like that. Nobody will ever. I didn't think nobody would listen to it. I love these emo kids. And they all dying, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, they're really being emo. Like,
Yeah.
from Lil Peep to X to
Man, Lil
Juice
Peep,
WRLD.
that song, that rain keeps falling. I love that song.
The original version of that song with him and
I ain't never heard it.
it's on Everything Is Everything.
Yeah, you know, that was the time when I didn't give him a chance, but then I heard that remix with X. I never went back. I only went forward.
Well, no, that's the new one that launched on November 15th.
I didn't hear that one yet.
You got to listen to it. The original mix of it is like a duet between him and I Love McConan. It's
Okay.
actually pretty good.
It's better than that one with X.
I think the X one, you just like it because to hear the two of them is just really nice. But I think the original
It
version,
was creepy that they both dead.
exactly, that was the only. creepy
Eventually,
part.
Juice WRLD said he had 1,000 songs. I think we'll probably hear them
I
eventually.
think we're gonna hear like 50 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, unless people do features.
Because the X album just came out, but they really could like the songs with X's by himself are great, but the songs with X with other people is like
You gotta be very careful you choose one, because I would ban him with people like that. The Juice
yeah, I would
WRLD
have him with Ski Mask
and Future.
which
Future will work.
Future would work with that.
And what's that white dude name?
Which one?
The only white dude that matters nowadays. With
Post
the
Malone?
dreads. Post Malone, yeah. Him and Post Malone made a good song together.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Because Post Malone and Mac Miller were supposed to have an album.
Really?
Yeah, they were supposed to, but Mac Miller died before it could happen.
Mac Miller was a very underrated rapper.
Super underrated.
Rest in peace.
But the album that I wanted to have in is number 11, possibly number 10, bumping down Charles Bradley's Changes, Childish Gambino, Camp. Like if you've
That was when he
been
was rapping though, right?
yeah, but if
Is that
you
the
were
one with
that weird black kid who wasn't really a gangster, that album spoke
That was pretty
to
much
you.
Red Dirt, because I remember that album. That was the one that had that one song on there, that 220. You could be mine to the year 2005.
No,
Was
that's
that
the
one?
next album.
Oh, what was the album? What was that? The album that had that video, the weird video.
The video around the campfire, right?
I'm winning. No, that was the same album.
No, that's the same one.
There was something weird about that video. Was it the one with the campfire?
Yeah, Camp.
Okay.
Or Bonfire.
I liked him before everybody else liked him. I was just like, he's so different. Like, he reminded me a lot of what we would try to do.
Childish Gambino. It's just something about that song, like where he's talking about like his mom having them hide like different tools underneath their bed so that they don't cut the lights off, like that kind of shit. Like being that black kid in this white world and people and hating it here, but your parents being like, "We got you into the good school. Like you need
He
to."
went to the Decatur School of Arts. So.
Exactly. Like we
Childish Gambino.
fought hard to get you
MLK.
here, and him not fitting in, and then him kind of like retreating to like there's a world we can go. Man,
That school wasn't necessarily white, but it wasn't necessarily black.
No, it wasn't necessarily,
I think it was-
especially not weird black. Because
Yeah.
again, we talk about it all the time. Women being like, "I would have dated Childish Gambino." No,
they
he was
wouldn't.
a weird, nerdy guy, and you have to be his friend to really like get it.
He's somebody I probably would have hung around with, but not necessarily like. It depends on how old I was. I probably would, because I was kind of weird at that age.
I agree.
Yeah, but if you get a chance, just listen to the opening track outside.
I gotta listen to it.
That'll
I think
sell
I
you.
listened
That'll
to it.
sell you on the whole rest. of the
I
album.
liked him as
and
a
then
rapper.
The very last track, basically, it's like a 7-minute long thing, where like the first 2 or 3 minutes are him rapping, but then the next is like this wonderful story about like how he meets this girl, kind of where he gets the name for the album from, Camp. He meets this girl at camp, and like it's the first time that he's really like talked to a girl, and it not be really
Yeah, and he grew up in a
awkward.
different social structure. You said camp. Did he go off for camp?
Yeah, he went
All
off for
rich
camp.
kids goes off for camp. I looked at that shit one year. I was like, 3 bands.
You didn't. You
Bitch,
didn't.
you
You
at home.
didn't go to camp.
Right.
Like we went to camp and then we came home.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he talking about that other camp.
No,
where
he
you go
did.
for
He
the
did.
whole summer.
Yeah, he did. He went for the whole summer.
Yeah, no, nigga, no.
No.
You didn't have that.
3 kids, y'all went to camp.
Yeah. Well,
Y'all-
I did.
Y'all would leave for the whole summer.
I did.
You, all of y'all.
Not all of us.
Okay, you the oldest though.
Yeah.
Remember, the oldest in my house is like 5
Well,
years
also
older.
like we would do like the Boy Scout trips as well and things of that
Nigga, I
nature.
wasn't no Boy Scout.
Well, I mean that's why he never prepared.
Nigga, that's why you a nerd, nigga.
Oh shit! Oh,
they're
man!
throwing shots. They're throwing shots.
Shots fired. Nerds ruling the world, but shots fired.
That's a lie. They're just technocrats. They coming though.
Y'all not
Not
gonna
yet.
technocrat nothing for us. We about to take over. It's gonna be the Terrans versus the Cosmos, and we cyborgs are gonna be on the middle. Like I want this nice stuff, but I don't want to like fully lose my body. You know, that's
I don't know.
that's a
I
bit
never
further.
thought about that.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
think that's
there's a
why I
guy
like
called
that.
Canadian Prepper shouting you out, but he did a video on like the coming war, and he's talking about basically like people who are gonna say no to body augmentation, and then people on the other side being like, "Give me every body augment," and then other
I can
people
see
being
younger
like,
people doing that, but us,
"Well, no, see, that's why he has like the middle ground with the cyborg. See, I'd be a cyborg. I'd love to have the power of Google in my brain, but I don't want to like augment my entire body.
I don't think
Whereas
I
it's gonna
would
be other people who want.
I would have to wait like 5 years to see what happens. Side effects.
Well, I mean,
Kinda
obviously, you want to make certain that it doesn't go the way of Sword Art Online.
like- you don't want to be beta.
Exactly. You don't want to be beta for that. You want to get that. But that's when we gonna need it too. Is when we get older. Be like, oh, so this technology's been proven, and
What was I supposed to do tonight?
exactly. What's supposed to do again, brain? Oh, okay, Chip. Thank you.
Good moment in Jumanji.
Oh wow.
He plays. Side note: The Rock. Danny DeVito is allegedly in The Rock's body, and The Rock plays a funny old man. By the way, Danny DeVito is in the movie and Donald Glover.
Yeah, man.
And the only thing I don't like about it is the ending, but we're gonna wait a week. I'm gonna give y'all some more information about it.
Well, I mean, Danny Glover. Sorry, Danny Glover. He did a great job in The Last Black Man in San Francisco. The whole cast did.
What's
I wish
your
they had won the independent awards that came up in New York. I think 2 weeks ago.
Has Been Hotel.
Has Been Hotel. Yeah.
Okay, I think I started that, but then I was busy because you sent it while I was at work.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it over
Get a
again.
chance when you
We'll do
watch
that
it.
next week, ladies and gentlemen, or we're gonna do it probably this week. If we
Yeah.
get together again, that's fine. We'll
Yeah.
be on another podcast.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do that this week.
Where you at? You done with your honorable mentions?
So yeah, honorable mentions all done. Definitely check out Childish Gambino Camp.
I want to hear your number one. I already know what it is.
My Twisted Dark Fantasy by Kanye West. It is the album.
What was the singles for the album?
Let's see. Power.
Oh.
I'm in the 21st century. Doing something mean to it.
Yeah.
Now it's a gospel song.
808 Heartbreaks was the start of the auto-tune, like, mainstream thing.
True. It was the start of it, but there's just something about my Twisted Dark Fantasy that just holds up to it. Holds up to today, because like the intro track Dark Fantasy with Nicki Minaj reading out that little story and whatnot, and him going into it, then Gorgeous, then All of the Light, or sorry, Power, and then All of the Lights, and then Monster. Pretty much Nicki Minaj's best verse that she's ever had outside of Megatron. Then I'm So Appalled, my dog. Devil in a red,
I realized,
in a new
I'm gonna
dress.
go back through that list. I don't think Nicki Minaj had an album on that top 100 list.
I mean, probably
and
not.
If Cardi B had an album, she definitely should have had an album. Nicki. Was it Barbie or what was the name of the album?
You mean the Pink album?
Pink album.
Yeah,
Pink
the
album should have been on there.
Pink album should have been on there. That
was
had some. That was better than Cardi B's album. Runaway Love with exactly Hell of a Life, The Blame Game with Chris Rock. Yeah, Lost in the World. And then, of course, Who Will Survive in America? Who will survive in America? Who will survive?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just pound for pound, it's one of the better albums that Kanye West has ever envisioned. It was quite an ambitious product because 808 and the Heartbreaks was him getting over one girlfriend, the one that he should have married. And then My Twisted Dark Fantasy was him reflecting on his new position in a post-Amber Rose life, where he had to realize that he had some fault in this, but also they both played the blame game.
I can't believe you didn't put Chance Acid Rap on there, because Chance Ass could rap.
Chance Acid Rap, Young Chance's ass could rap. I love it. But the original rule was there was no mixtapes. And that's why I didn't even consider it. Same thing for 10 Day, because 10 Day to this day still stands up.
Yeah, because I told you my favorite Drake album of all time is Take Care. And I think is that considered a mixtape?
No, that's an actual
album. Oh, then Drake's Take Care should be on there. Is that 2010, I think?
Maybe? No, yeah, that's within. That's why I like for the lounge, those guys had one guy had Drake at number 2, one had Drake at like number 4, and the other one had Drake at like number 7 or 8.
I started doing books.
So nobody chose Jesus is King.
We ready for you.
It's too new.
I'm just kidding.
It's too new.
I'm kidding.
Jesus is King.
I'm kidding.
I don't think.
Yeah, see, I don't think Jesus is King has enough time yet.
Yeah, like a lot of the albums they put on there, like Thank You Next came out this year, but I can see why they like it.
Yeah, I can see how they like it, but we got to make sure that we still playing it. That's why like all the albums from this year I didn't include because it's just they haven't had enough time to mature.
I can see why. Because that song, it was like she had a song on there called I think it's called NASA. I love that song.
I mean, NASA's good.
Who is that?
Ariana Grande.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Ariana.
Whatever. Ariana, I'm from the hood, nigga.
Ariana Grande.
I can't. No, you got to do it right. Ariana Grande.
No,
okay,
she's Italian. We already got
Ariana Grande. We say she's Spanish, but apparently our listener said she was Italian.
And they forced us to look that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey, man, that's why it's always good to have great fans.
And she got felt up by that black dude at what's her name funeral. Guys, tell us what you think about your list. There's a lot of things that we can talk about, too. Let's get about 2 or 3 subjects in.
No. There's a lot that we can talk about.
The first time in history, Miss America, black. Miss USA, black. Miss Teen USA,
black.
Miss Universe,
black.
All of them are what?
Black. And then that latest one, what was that? Miss like Teen World or something?
Yeah, Teen
Universe. I'm watching on TV. I mean, Miss America should have won that, but we ain't even gonna go there. Man, if you get a chance, look at Miss America. Miss America is fine. That girl is fine.
As far as for Miss Universe, that really meant something for me. Like I was so excited. I mean, it was just exciting to see her win. Like, I mean, she's so natural. She's beautiful.
Miss America is too.
I mean, I gotta
so
go
Miss
back.
Teen
Miss
USA,
America? I gotta go
Miss
back
America.
Look at Miss America.
Let me look
Miss
right now.
World, that's what it was. She's the latest one. Okay. Miss World.
Miss Universe is like 2.
Miss World is from Jamaica. Yeah.
Jamaica.
Big up.
Yeah, but Miss America was the best looking one of all of them.
I mean, dog, there are no losers here. There
I
are
don't
no
think
losers.
people were looking like it's such a big thing, but I'm like, man, I guess you take the wins when you can take them, but like Again,
Miss America and Miss World for me are about a tie.
oh, I ain't seen Miss World.
Miss World is out of this world. She that one on the far end.
Nah, Miss America got it.
You still get
Yeah,
it?
teeth in her mouth. Miss America got it.
Nah, man. I think Miss World is out of this world, man.
Nah, go look at more
Let me
pictures of
see.
Miss America.
Oh, sorry. Here you go. Miss World on the far left.
Oh yeah,
Miss World is beautiful. I love a woman who has nice smile. Like she's got a smile that looks like she's like, oh, I won? Oh, awesome. Like she's got like that regular thing, like, oh yeah, I didn't realize I won. Okay, cool. Like everybody else up there, like you can tell, like, I mean, no disrespect to Miss USA, but she look at y'all niggas like, I already know who you niggas is.
Right,
I think that I saw a lot of black women celebrating, and I was just like, this is the thing that they've been doing. They've been celebrating your beauty, but celebrate your mind.
I mean, but I think that's
did
the
you hear
problem. Is
her?
like we know someone who went to NASA and was celebrated for her mind, but I mean, she didn't have the support that she needed.
I mean, that's kind of something that's for women to talk about. That's not necessarily us.
Well, I mean,
Because I remember because feminists, I've seen them silently go against it, but they're not gonna go against it because they black. They're like,
well, no, they can't go against it because if they go against it, then they just undermine their own movement.
Yeah, women being judged by their looks only.
Unless it's
Terps.
Terps are allowed to.
We're more than just our looks. I'm just like, yeah, everyone is, but these women are fine.
Well, I mean, saying that you're more than your looks is a bullshit argument because everyone is more than their looks. But at the same time,
Looks don't hurt.
regardless of whatever you want to say, if I look better than some other guy, I'm more than likely going to get the job, get the raise, get the whatever. And we need to acknowledge that and stop bullshitting like, oh, your looks don't matter. Yes, the fuck they do, bitch. Looks matter.
Sadly, I mean that's true. I mean it's the first thing you see.
Exactly. And what you see in people will communicate. And that's not to say that I'm telling you to get like body modifications so that you can look whatever, but just
I
look
think
your
that's
best.
creepy, and I think it's how creepy that women are open up to it like that much.
Well, it's not
like they would
necessarily
do the surgeries on their body because there's.
But there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, correct.
So the problem with body modification is just people are getting like it's not like simple things. Like I know how much everybody hates the Kardashians for like the way that their faces all look similar now, but when you see someone who's us who does it, they like getting like boobs on whatever, butt
Right,
on
the waist is snatched.
But
Exactly.
I swear that I saw this girl with heart-shaped nipples. Is that a thing?
Okay, I'm done.
No, that is not a thing.
Okay,
We're
maybe
not
that
making
was
that
like
a thing.
Okay, and then they doing like tummy tucks and all that kind of stuff. I'm just like,
But see that for me that's more realistic. Like that's like actual surgery that makes sense. Like getting your butt's great, but if you don't have the rest of it together, it
thighs
doesn't
and
matter.
everything, it looks
But
weird.
if you're getting tummy tucks and all that stuff, that's
I
okay.
wouldn't do any of that.
Yes, but you're also not great. You're also
man.
not
Yeah, I was
judged
gonna
by
say,
your body.
I'll tuck the tummy, but that's
Correct.
about as far as I'll go.
That's you start one place, lips, then they do face, they do eyes, like
Yeah, it's addictive. I think they get addicted to it.
Well, I
but-
mean, part of it is addictive, but part of it is like you're building your own Barbie, and that Barbie is you. Like when we see like that one white woman who became like a whole black woman with the skin darkening and all the other stuff, like she looks ridiculous. But for her, it probably started with something
Made her
small,
happy.
and then something smaller, and then something bigger, and then something bigger. And the next thing you know,
That kind of brings us to our next subject, Lizzo.
which part?
Well, I mean, great.
Dancing
gotta
at
be,
the
right.
Laker,
Don't dance
Minnesota
where my
game.
kids are. I didn't pay for this kind of entertainment, and I don't want
I
it.
thought that it was tacky.
Trash it. Yeah, it was really tacky.
Yeah, and I like her.
I love her.
And I thought it was tacky. And she was like, they're judging me because I'm fat. I said, don't use that excuse.
Well, no, but that's the excuse. But that's the excuse everyone told her to use. They told her, tell people that they're judging you because it's fat. Because if we look at the merits of it, which is, if a man did the literal same thing that you did, security would have tackled him
Right.
and thrown him out of the arena.
Then they was like, if it was Cardi B, and I was like, Cardi
No.
B been at games, but she never did that.
Yes.
That's how you know.
Y'all act
Cardi
like
didn't do
Cardi
it,
B
yeah.
acts like a whole nigga all the time. She doesn't. At parties, at strip clubs, at places where it's
Hey, she
appropriate
got
to be
that
a
fight at
nigga.
strip club.
Exactly. But again, appropriate places to
Correct.
be a nigga.
She been there.
Right.
Like,
but was her
like-
was her ass sitting on the chair the whole time?
Yes, because they show so later on,
Wow.
they revealed in video that she had actually walked in there like that, and
yeah,
nobody
they knew
had
she
a
was
problem.
like that.
Oh, they had a problem. They probably it's probably videos.
It's
out
hard
there.
to tell a woman that. You can't tell when
Well,
who gonna say something. You gonna get me too, bro. You judging me because she's fat. I'm just like, Lizzo, you can be fat.
I would have been like, hey, look, all these other famous people came through here, and none of them had a big old hole where their butt was.
But it's not even that. It's like, what is the purpose? I mean, what is the purpose? I came here with my ass.
It was basically attention.
That's the one thing I never understand. Even like to my daughter, I'm just like, she's not seeking attention yet. But how do I have her just like, it's not even that serious. But she's more like her mom. Her mom's not an attention seeker.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just like, how do you?
I mean, see, you can seek attention later on in life, but you don't want to seek attention during the formative years, which is like 14 to like 23 for women.
I'm like, attention, like it's not.
Because once you fall into that trap,
ain't good attention. And
once you fall into that trap of needing attention between those ages, it's it. I mean, you see it with boys too, but they tend to start acting up around 16.
Boys do it a different way because they want attention from girls, but they do criminal.
Exactly.
They do criminal stuff.
Like, exactly. So that's why when your son is like 14, you gotta start having that talk with him. And be like, look, man, it's not all that serious. Like you will if you're just a regular guy and you're not creepy, you're not whatever. You'll talk to women.
I had the realest conversation with my nephew. I said, bro, play basketball. Don't get nobody pregnant and just be that tall, light-skinned nigga. I'm telling you, they come.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that simple.
You know, what Lizzo did was exactly what I would expect from a teenager, not from a grown woman.
I wouldn't even think a teenager would do
I'm just
that.
saying.
No, I would see a teenager because remember how many people mooned people growing up? Like stick their whole ass out there?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't expect that from anybody.
I mean, I moved a couple of people on the side of the road and they drove by like, but I was a younger kid.
I mean, again, that was appropriate when you were a kid. Now,
right.
You wouldn't have done that at a national televised basketball
game. I won't do that
game.
now. I will not.
That's...
And then she turned around because she wanted us to see her, circle it around, drop it like it's hot, and then come back up. She was ready for the backlash. She was definitely
ready.
Lizzo, you can do better might be the title of this podcast.
Yeah, Lizzo, you could do better. Like I really like you as an artist, and as a person, you're very inviting and like I know.
No, she's very down to earth, which is why it's so strange for someone who up to this point had been body positivity, which is mostly like, where would I want to do it?
Girl thing, just be the fat girl. No one cares. People care. But I don't care.
I mean, fat girls winning, right? I mean,
fat girls been winning.
I don't. No, I'm saying it's not as big as the thing as she making it. And one thing that I would say about her that I think she really likes herself. Like remember Monique used to make fat skinny bitch jokes. I think that person.
Yeah, Monique was kind of like Monique was kind of negging herself. Lizzo is happy with herself. Now. Yeah, because Monique
that's
now.
Why I never respected Monique because I hate skinny bitch, and that's all what you wanted to really become, ain't it? That's what you wanted to become.
Well, now after her changing her life, she's pretty much had to. She got a surgery. She been working out. Like you can see, Monique has been.
I feel like that's what she always wanted to be. Not that she was never comfortable in her skin.
I mean, but you got to think about it. Going back to where we started the conversation with. If you see all these Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, and all these pretty women,
snatch.
I see G.I. Joe and The Rock every day, and I'm not swole.
But that doesn't mean you don't want to be.
Hell no, nigga, I don't want to be. Our friend Armstead, 7 days a week in the gym. Ain't gonna happen, bro. Don't want it like that.
Sir, you can get somewhat cut without going 7 days a week in the gym. Yeah, that's because Armstead's addicted.
Gym is
like you see him with his soldier group. They all be over there trying to show off their guns. Like, bruh, y'all realize y'all gonna be the first ones they pick when it comes time for World War III. And I don't want to hear none of y'all saying, no, oh, I'm a pacifist. Nah, Negro, you've been training for this for your life.
I think he probably got big on it due to health benefits.
Well, he about to find out the other part of the benefits.
Unhealthy benefits.
And the ladies, of course.
I told him, but he said muscles changed the game. But
it did.
But I'm like, bro, you had girls before then, so it didn't really matter.
I don't know now. I thought
man,
he wasn't all that.
I've been around him. He had the same amount of girls before then.
I think he
Now, the quality may have gotten better, but he's had girls before.
You telling me you're not trying to have better quality?
I mean, nigga, I don't really care.
You do care. Everybody cares.
So what is quality? Is it the body or is the quality in the mind? Because like you were talking about earlier, you see someone, but when they open their mouth, it's like, okay, she was fine.
But it just depends on the guy. A lot of guys don't care what their woman sounds like. Like, I'm just going to be real talk. A lot of guys don't care if she sounds like she's a model or she sounds like she's Dumbo or a hood rat.
I do.
I mean, I think you do, depending on what circle you're going
never
into.
See me ever talk
like,
to
for me, I'm going to dinner parties and things, so I need you to have... I need you to have a college level education coming out of that mouth. Oh. Like you can't just be like Miss, hey, yeah, what you doing? I work at Kroger. It's like it's not a bad thing. Same thing with Publix. Don't
the people, you judge the Kroger women.
the Publix and Kroger women are smart because Publix gives you a lot of stock options.
Walmart. True.
No,
Walmart,
Publix is the one.
Walmart.
That's the woman you're talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, because Walmart women wouldn't even talk. She'd be like, "Let's go."
The Walmart woman is cussing on her cell phone in the middle of the aisle. And I do not appreciate that.
Exactly. But I just need you. I need you to have something that you can talk about, like when we go to these dinner parties, because that's gonna happen a lot, and those are generally speaking how connections get made.
Right.
But if you're someone who works at, I mean, maybe she's a higher up person in Kroger. So you're right. Let's not hit on the Kroger. The public.
Oh, you talking about working there? I thought you were talking about where she shops.
No. I'm talking about where she works.
Oh, it doesn't. It depends. Yeah, because it depends on the woman. Because think about women, man.
I mean, she's well read. That can counterbalance everything.
Yeah, correct. Women are very bad at chasing that next thing in their life, and I noticed that compared to men. Like if they're somewhere and they're making,
you mean you don't want to work an extra 40 hours a week so that you can get to the point where you can be able to do what the fuck you want to do?
Okay,
they'll be very comfortable in their position. They're like, I want more, but they won't do as much to get more.
I mean, everybody wants more, but the difference is the people who do something. Everybody wants more, but nobody wants to do anything.
Right.
Like we see it all the time. People be talking about certain things, man. Yo, man, this year gonna be my year.
I never do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was supposed to lose weight every single year.
Don't make it. Do it. Don't.
That's why I tried to make my New Year's this year to get my weight stable, and I was able to do that. Now that it's stable, I can go down.
In Vegas, I'm gonna be shirt off with my muscles. I'm telling y'all.
Exactly. That's what you were saying.
Okay, we're gonna see you. He's gonna be posting the pictures every 30 days.
Well, hey,
I don't do that. I won't do that. I'd like to be like, damn, what happened? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Damn.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, he was on crack or something because he don't. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. That's not the problem. Is when people do make it, everybody be like, yeah, man, he on crack, man.
I don't think I need to lose weight. I think I need to just get toned. It doesn't matter. I like bigger.
Even if you do something like, let's say your goal is that you want to have a good job. The moment you get a good job, Ari, they're gonna be like, oh, he must fuck some white girl, some white man.
Debbie Downers, exactly. I tell you.
They be up there. They be like, oh, he must have done something. I mean, there's no way he could have just gotten this independently. And it's like, but why?
So dope, nigga, duh.
I mean, look, nigga, if you can sell dope and not get caught, go ahead. But at the same time, most of y'all niggas can't even keep a secret, so don't get into that lifestyle. I'm just saying, if you can't keep a secret, drug ain't for you.
Once you start making money, you're gonna get more haters, so someone's gonna try to knock you down. Period.
Well, that's the other thing is like people think the drug game like is straightforward. Like you realize someone can kill you for your turf, and it's probably gonna be someone related to you.
Most of these niggas niggling down anyway, so they need to get out the drug business.
That's a whole nother thing people don't talk about. When I say a lot of people like, man, I'll sell shit. I'm like, bro, you sell enough so you can smoke.
Exactly. Like you sir sell marijuana. That's not the drug game. What you're in is the college dorm game.
I only consider it a drug game if you moving like what's the name brother was moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving packages.
That white boy.
Pounds.
Right.
Yeah, if you move not even pounds, you got to be moving like straight up kilos.
Pounds. No, you can live a good life, sis.
No, I know you can live a good life moving pounds.
How fast that pound going?
I know you can live a good life, but I'm saying you're not a real drug dealer unless you're moving kilos. Real drug dealers speak in metric system.
You gotta get there.
They gotta have a bunch of dogs barking at the door when you walk towards it. That's how you know.
You can't even get to the door.
The guns. Yeah.
There's always 3 people in different cars on the block.
Right.
Like you gotta call and make sure that you drive it to the first car and be like, hey.
I've been to somebody's house who was on that status, and they had so much weed that they were sweeping it up on the floor and throwing it away.
What?
I mean, that makes sense. Because, I mean, weed is like the baby product. Like, you got so much of it, like, oh, my God, weed fell on the floor?
I would love to be a farmer, man. Open me a Integrity farm.
Integrity.
We got another subject. Let's do one more.
Ooh, well, the 10-year challenge. No, I think we talked about the 10-year challenge.
We did.
I thought we did.
I think we did.
Maybe we didn't.
Because it's at Queen and Slim on that first page. And I know ain't nobody seen Queen and Slim yet.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to see it this week.
I want to see it.
I'm going to see it Thursday.
You're
going to pay my way?
I'm going out with somebody else.
Oh, man.
You going out, what's his name?
John Delaney.
John Delaney. Okay. All right. I mean, hey.
That was a quick one.
How did you watch did you go see the Harriet Tubman movie?
Fuck that.
That movie failed, didn't it?
I mean, no, they actually made money. And actually, they got nominated for whatchamacallit.
I think of course they got nominated.
Because white people always going to do some fuck shit.
Yeah, because I don't think nobody black saw it.
I mean, no one who was smart and black saw it.
I didn't see it. Thank you.
Aware.
True. There's
a
lot of people not aware.
See it.
I don't believe
Kamala Harris is out, ladies and gentlemen.
Which we all knew was going to happen.
Yeah. Bloomberg is in. Bloomberg was the ex-mayor of NYC. He had to
Stop and
frisk, which people
disastrous
like Camilla.
program that only targeted black and Latinos.
but people like Camilla Harris would uphold it and lock more people up for it.
Oh, go Camilla.
Remember her laughing about those parents that she threatened with locking up? I mean, we only jailed a few of them.
Side note, you want to thought it was so funny that what's his name? Charlemagne the guy. Oh God, did I just say his name?
You did.
He was on board for her. But funny thing is, if you do a little research, they are, I think it's called CAA. They had the same agent to represent them. And it was funny, like, bro, do you really support her, or are you just support her because y'all under the same agency? CAA, man, we need to expose that as a people. They have a lot of people under this CAA management. I think that was the name of it. Mm-hmm. But, like, they don't care. They all, and it's like political, entertainment, and music. And it's all a circle, and they're all conspiring against you, black people. All of them.
They are.
Like Camilla Harris, am I saying her name right?
Kamala.
I'm glad she's gone. Pete Buttigieg. It's so funny. Buttigieg. He has zero black support, but they do not talk about it. And then they say...
But no, they did talk about it. They're like, but his black supporter is really coming on. It's like, have you talked to anyone from his 0%. Town that he's mayor of?
Yeah,
they hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, they hate him.
Why would you think that we would like him?
Then they try to spread the narrative that black people hate him because he's gay. I'm like, that's
not it. That's not what any black person said. Nobody was like, we don't like this guy because he's gay. We don't like him because he's a douche who's got this fake freedom plan that he's gonna do.
Like, you saw that? And then he said all these people signed up for his freedom. Who freedom plan was that?
No. It's a Frederick Douglass
plan. And all the people's like, nigga, I didn't sign. I didn't want to.
Exactly. Like, oh yeah. Remember when he used that?
I'm gonna release it, and then he was like, you got to say you don't want your name on it before I release it by 6 p.m. And then he released it, and a lot of people were like, no. But
yeah, they're like, I actually was a Biden person. I don't know who this guy is using my name.
Yeah, Biden ain't getting my vote.
But you know what? Check this out. Back to what you said about they're forming a group against black people and all that. We got to form groups together as well. I went this weekend. I was placed in a very uncomfortable situation. I thought I went to I thought I was going to a party, but it ended up being an African party, and they were actually a group, a tribe, Cambodians. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Oh my gosh.
Probably.
But
probably.
Cambodians.
Anyways, Cambodia's Asian.
No, it's not that. It's there's something else. No.
Karudi, how to do it? Who's that?
I feel so bad. I can't think of the name. But they were a group of black people that get together and they empowered each other, and they build up the next person.
Let me tell you something. You got to think about it. All right. Black people in America are not a monolith. Mm-hmm. They are a tribe.
Yeah, they're a tribe. That's exactly what they were.
Tribes are different from black. They don't. When you in Africa, nobody asks you, "Are you black?"
Right.
They ask you what your tribe is.
Yep.
So we are not tribalistic here at all. There are white people who are still tribalistic. The Irish and the Jews and who else is there?
I mean, that's really it.
Irish, Jews, French people.
The Italians.
They were definitely a tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, Bank of America.
And the problem is, we are not a monolith. We think differently, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. The South and the South and the North, everybody thinks different, all right? And that's fine. But what we do need to come to a core to is on the same thing. Like this Joe Biden thing, I think that's a generational gap.
Yeah.
Young people are supporting Bernie. Old people are supporting Biden. I was talking to my mom, and she was like, I don't even know why you vote for Bernie. He old. I'm like, you old.
Well, I think that I vote for people based on their issues. Like our parents, they would just go with whoever was on the Democratic ticket. They didn't ask no questions. They ain't have no actual tangibles.
After Obama, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that no more. I don't care if you black, whatever. That's insulting for me to vote because I did it the first time, and then the second time I was just like, a Mormon? No. I'm sorry.
Just not doing it.
I'm just not doing it. But like last election, I didn't vote for Hillary. I voted for Bernie. Wrote him in. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I thought you voted for Trump.
I mean, good thing you didn't. Good thing you don't live in South Carolina.
I never vote for Trump.
Because in South Carolina, you can't do write-ins. Like South Carolina,
and I probably would have.
10 of the states.
I probably would have abstained from voting.
Well, yeah, you can do an abstain ballot.
Yeah, I'd have voted for like everybody else.
But they're trying to get rid of that too.
That's not fair.
It's not. It's bullshit.
Yeah, and then in this election, I think if Bernie makes it, they're going to kill him.
Wow.
Well, no, he's not wrong. If Bernie makes it, they're going to try to position it back. Because they keep joking about Hillary, and it's like, don't nobody want this chick. Don't even mention her name.
You're just saying that because she's a woman.
No, I'm saying that because she's a terrible politician, and she already lost once.
She's twice, really, because she lost.
Technically, yeah, you're right.
She
twice.
lost Barack, and they said it was her time, and that's why she got it this time. And then, Lady O, did y'all name y'all podcast? Y'all gonna start yet?
Yes, we did. But
So hold on, introduce it. You want to introduce it? Tell us when it's coming. 2020ish.
It is definitely coming in 2020. I like how it's the opposite of what it's definitely going to be about women's empowerment, and it's definitely coming. But I'm going to have to give you more information with my business partner. But it's definitely coming 2020 for sure. A lot of hot topics are going to be on.
What is it? Everyday black women?
It's not. It's not.
It's not everyday black women?
But it's so unique. I can't say it yet because I don't want anybody to snatch it up. So.
Okay, hey, I get it.
I'm just saying, we got everyday black women coming soon.
Yeah,
Hey.
everyday black women. We are willing to license the name out to whatever black women, whoever
Right.
it is.
It definitely needs to
Start
get
your own
licensed
podcast.
first. I'll tell you that.
Start a podcast. And,
Exactly.
go
Start a
from there.
podcast. We'll go from there. We'll get to be matching. We'll have a podcast together every 6 months or so.
Have some debates.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds
I'm
fun.
not debating women.
No, we are
You
debating.
would do a horrible job debating.
Well, he's a
women.
bad debater, but again, that's what we have him here for. He's the
Right.
bad debater.
I can see that.
Exactly.
But definitely coming. I can't wait. So
Green
you guys
New Deal
listen
and
out.
socialism.
So-
Save it for the next episode.
For the next episode, so.
La da 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 da. It's that motherfucking RICOCHET.
Okay.
And done.